time I log into Instagram or any other social platform, like there is a new wedding or a new bachelorette trip that is shared. And my first two initial thoughts are always like, number one, how much did that cost? Because this is hella extravagant, you know, and I know I ain't got the kind of money to be doing all that. And then my second thought is like, are y'all doing this for the gram, or are you doing this really just because you want to do it? Like, I just feel like people love to flex, and most of us are not impressed, you know. And if you've ever been in a wedding, or if you've been a part of a wedding, or you've gone through the wedding process, like, you know how expensive that whole process can be. And the fact that folks are spending thousands of dollars on bachelorette activities between locations, themes, flights, lodging, activities like that can add up real quick. So if you are going to be a part of something like that, or if you are planning your wedding, like, I have a great resource for you that I'm going to talk about in this video, and it is called a high yield savings account. And I think you're really going to love it. Like, I feel like by the end of it, you probably going to sign up for one. Like, I feel like we're going to highlight 3 reasons why you need one and how it's going to help you to save more money in less time. So before I get into it, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey, you know, there are a few guys that watch my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and I teach Black women like you how to save more and spend wisely with your 9-to-5 income so that you can do more of what you love without going deeper into debt for it or trading your time for it. So my channel is all about, you know, helping us to maximize our coins from our jobs, because most of us are working, including me. So let's highlight 3 reasons why you want to explore and open up your own high yield savings account ASAP. And be sure to stay to the end, because I have a special treat that I know you are going to love that'll help you to get your money together, okay? So the number one reason why you need a high yield savings account is that these are strictly savings accounts. They don't involve any kind of risk. So the reality of the fact is that a lot of us are saving anyway. We probably are using a traditional Bank of America account, Wells Fargo account, and we're not making any extra money on it. You know, the thing about these accounts is that they pay you a very low APY, and an APY stands for annual percentage yield, which is essentially the interest that they are paying you to hold your money in these accounts. And if you were to download, you know, or view your past savings statement from the last month, if you don't have a high yield savings account, I'm sure the APY is going to be like 0.003, 0.005, and that's pennies. Meaning you're earning pennies on whatever balance you leave in there, and you're not giving your money an opportunity to grow. And that's what we want us to do. And you know, the beauty about high yield savings accounts is that they truly are just savings accounts. You don't have to invest your money in there. You don't have to be involved in any risky businesses. Like, it is truly a savings account that allows you to earn more money on the money that you were already going to save. Like, that's the easiest way to break that down. And I used my high yield savings account in many reasons. I used it when I was saving for my down payment for my house and all the other associated expenses with home buying. I save it to save for my travel, you know, things that I have going on. Like, I save my travel money in there because it accumulates more money over time without me having to work for it. And now I save it for my emergency expenses. So God forbid I get laid off again. God forbid I have some unexpected expense. Like, I know that my money is sitting there and it's accumulating more interest, i.e. the APY, over time without me having to do anything. So that leaves me with the bigger balance, you know, than what I started with. And that's what I like to see. I like to make money without having to do nothing for it, okay? So that is the number one, you know, benefit to high yield savings accounts, is that there is little to no risk involved. It's not an investment. 2 is that it allows you to save more money in less time. So again, if you look at your bank statement from your traditional savings account that you may have, you will realize that unless you are adding money to that account on a consistent basis, the balance is not going to grow. You know, it's not going to grow at all. It's going to rely on you to grow. And again, even if it's growing, it's with your money and not the money that they're giving you for leaving your money in their account. So that's not a smart and strategic way for us to grow our money. That's not a smart and strategic way for us to save our money. Now, do I believe in having a savings account in a traditional kind of Bank of America? Yes, I do have that. that, but I keep very little in there, and I keep most of mine in my high yield savings account because I know that that's where the money is growing. And the beauty of it is I can still access that money just as, not as quickly, it does take a little more time than just being able to move it from your savings, but that's kind of what I prefer anyway, because I don't want easy access to my money to the point where I'm pulling it out just to get my nails done. Like, unless I had planned to do that month, like, we shouldn't be doing that with our cash, baby. So that's another huge benefit that I love about, high yield savings accounts. And then number 3 is that it is easily accessible to anyone. There are no income limits. There are no deposit limits. Like, you can open your account with $0. Now, I don't recommend that because zero can't grow from zero. But if you start with $50, which is what I usually, encourage people to do when they ask me about it, like, if that can grow. You can grow from the $50 that you put in there. So for me, like, I always recommend that people that they save and use their high yield savings accounts in a way that they can contribute, consistently over the long term. So if you can only do $50 right now, make sure that $50 is hitting there every month. That way your balance can grow, and the more money you have in there, the more money you have the opportunity to make on interest, i.e. your APY. If you only put $10 in there, baby, $10 can grow. I mean, it can grow, but it's going to grow at a very small pace. So again, I keep most of my money in my high yield savings account, and then I leave a very little amount in one of my traditional accounts, only because it's connected to my checking. And if I need to move things around really quickly and I need the money ASAP, like at that 10-minute mark, then I know that I can get to it. But most times, thank the Lord, I haven't had that experience. So it's easily accessible to everybody. You don't have to have a certain credit score. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. Like, it's really meant for everyone, and it helps everybody to grow their money. And so a question that I get is like, okay, well, like, how are you earning money on this? And I know I mentioned APY, but just to break that down, that is usually a percentage. So like, it can be 3%, it can be 4%, it can be 5%. And so the money that you leave in there, let's say it's $100, you are earning, 5% on that amount. So that can be $5, that you didn't have to do anything for. If I calculated that properly, I think I did. Let me check that while I got y'all on the line. Oh, I can't check it while I got y'all on the line. Dang. Okay, let me try un momento so I can make sure I'm telling y'all the right stuff. But I feel like 5% on $100 should be $5 if I'm not mistaken. But your girl be needing math. Oh, I can't figure it out right now. It's on my other screen, so lo siento. I got my little calculator right here. So $100 times 5 equals, $100 times 5.550 is $5.50. I don't think that's right. I think it's $5. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna correct it and put the actual thing on the screen. I don't know why my Google Chrome is not opening. Like, that's really dumb. That's really dumb. Why is it not working? It's opening on the other screen. Like, why is it doing that? I can't figure it out. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna put the correction there. But essentially, like, whatever your balance is, you earn 5% on that balance. So that additional 5% is added directly to your account for you to do whatever you want to do with. Now, I recommend just leaving it in there if you don't need it. But if you need it, take out that $40 you earned, in interest and go to brunch, girl. Do what you want to do, but do it smart and do it responsibly, okay? So, like I said, we are already saving somewhere, hopefully, so why not make a little extra money, without getting another job, without all these side hustles, and without scamming, because some of y'all are some scammers out there. And we don't want no parts, okay? So set aside money like I do, more effectively and efficiently with a high yield savings account, and make sure that you make room for that in your income, on your budget, with my 9-to-5 spending plan. I created this specifically to keep track of my income that I have coming in from my job, and so that I can know what's coming in, what's going out to bills, savings, investments, and any other BS that I spend my money on. And so I created this for other women like me, Black women, that have 9-to-5 jobs that just want to do a better job of managing their income, you know. And so this is a free resource. It is linked below in the description, and it will be able to help you understand where your money is going and where it's coming from, and help you identify where you're overspending, where you're underspending, and where you can do a little better. And it's good, y'all. Like I'm guarantee you can get your money together in about 30 minutes. It really don't take that long. I've done a lot of work on this template so that it can be easeful for you, because I know we all work. Y'all got kids, you know, y'all got husbands and wives, maybe, I don't know, but I know that time is limited. So I made sure to make this extremely efficient so that you can manage it and utilize it often and not feel overwhelmed. So my last thing that I want to plug, like I mentioned, I have a special treat for you guys. And like I mentioned, this is just one of many tools that I use to save more and less time. But I have so many more gems that I want to highlight that I just don't have the time to do on YouTube that I want you to be aware of. And so I have a money mastery workshop, money mastery session that is called Thrive with Your 9 to 5. And I created this specifically, again, for my, 9 to 5 earning girlies, my 9 to 5 earning black women. This is a black women's channel. If you're not a black woman, that's okay. But just know I'm creating content for people who look like me, okay? So you are tired of overspending. You are tired of wondering where the heck your money is going. You are tired of trying to manage all your different accounts, and you want to find the right resources, the right tools that will help you to get out of debt, that will help you to save more money without getting another job or a side hustle. Like, we're not driving Uber Eats and all that stuff unless you want to, Now, if you want to do that, that's great. But I don't want you to have to do that, And you are just ready to start growing your money with ease, growing your money more easily without you having to do anything to do it, i.e. high yield savings accounts. That's just one of many gems that I know about, that I utilize, that I want to share with you. So truly, like, the question that I always have is, like, who doesn't want to make additional money without having to work for it? Like, all of us. I'm sure you're raising your hand, and I truly believe that we all work hard on our jobs, and it is truly time for our money to start working for us. So go ahead and sign up for that. Depending on when you're watching this, I do offer an early access, and I'll provide like a special gift, a special incentive for, grabbing your copy, grabbing your session at a decent hour. But it does launch officially in April, on April 1st. So depending on when I upload this, it may just be readily available, and you may not get the special, incentive, which is basically an additional lesson that I created. But either way, it's packed with full of gems that'll help you, like, manage your money better. Like, you're gonna be like, wow, I don't know why these things aren't readily talked about. Like, I didn't even know about a high yield savings account. I didn't know about this thing. I didn't know about that thing. And like, there's just so much more where this comes from. So I highly guarantee you to grab your copy before the price goes up. Amen. So that you can make more money. Like, the little investment you giving me is going to be little to nothing when you start really seeing these accounts and these balances increase. So grab your copy in the link in the description. Let me know if you have a high yield savings account. Let me know if you're considering opening one. And just let me know about any other questions you have around it. And I'm happy to, continue the conversation in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. And I will see you on the next... Actually, I should plug another video. Let me think of another video that would be helpful. Step into your rich woman era. I will pop that up on the screen, and that highlights some things that, we can do from a mental, emotional, financial, physical, spiritual perspective to really make 2024 our best year yet. I loved creating that video because I love storytelling, and I love just being able to remind you guys that, like, I'm on the other side of this camera, but I have my own struggles, and I continue to have the same struggles that you all do. So, like, we are in this together, okay? And 2024 is feeling good to me already, and I want it to feel just as amazing for you as well. So Step Into Your Rich Woman Era is a great video to watch next. Go ahead and, again, click it. It'll pop up on the screen. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.